Hey everybody, HomeSliceHenry here, and in today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the brand new Community Day Walrein in the Great League. As of today, Walrein did get access to two brand new legacy moves, Powder Snow as the fast move, and a long-awaited bait move in Icicle Spear. These new moves have dramatically improved Walrein. I tried it out today in the Great League and went insanely positive with it, and it really feels like a force to be reckoned with. So without further ado, let's hop into the matches, and let's take a look at the brand new Community Day Walrein in action in the Great League. Hopping to the first match, picking up a roughly Defense Deoxys into Umbreon. We save switch into Walrein, and they are not swapping out, which is pretty good news for me, as I would much rather see the Umbreon here than versus the Defense Deoxys. We're able to land an Earthquake, which is very nice, and a very weird glitch happens here. The Foul Play does no damage, but then it actually goes through and does the correct amount of damage. Let me know in the comments if you've seen anything like that before. That was my first time seeing that new glitch. I guess it's something we have to look forward to going forward. You love to see it. We can safely tank another move here, and now, since we've landed an Earthquake and an Icicle Spear, the next Icicle Spear is definitely going to be taking them out. I do definitely want to fight for switch, as I'm expecting if they're staying in, they're probably weak to Walrein in the back, but also it could mean they have another response to Defense Deoxys. So I am going to be going for the Icicle Spear. We get the shield, and I'm more than willing to double shield because this is farm down range. So I'm going to be able to Powder Snow down and leave with a decent amount of energy for whatever's in the back, and I'm hoping that they're going to be weak in the back. And they bring in Unova Stunfisk, so they are very weak to Walrein in the back. We land the Icicle Spear. Unfortunately, it is Thundershock, so I am going to get farmed down before I reach an Earthquake, but a second Icicle Spear will get them very low. I bring back in Defense Deoxys, and the final Pokemon is Trevenant. So they did have another response to Defense Deoxys, but thankfully, since we were able to win switch, now we have the Trevenant aligned with the Obstagoon, so we should be in a pretty decent spot. Unfortunately, being down a shield, the Trevenant will be able to take me out, but not before I'm able to get it very low, and with the slight energy lead on Defense Deoxys, we should be able to reach the Psycho Boost before they're able to reach a Shadow Ball. So I am going to slightly overfarm, and we're going to threaten one additional Night Slash after this to make them dump their energy early. They do farm up and they play to a CMP tie, so they do the correct amount of overfarm, but unfortunately, that's still not going to be enough to outpace the Defense Deoxys. Defense Deoxys able to reach the Psycho Boost. Psycho Boost will be taking them out, and all that's left is the very low HP Unova Fisk in the back. Opponent sees the writing on the wall and concedes the match. Picking up a very nice lead in the next match, Defense Deoxys into Shadow Abomasnow. The opponent safe switches into Sableye, and we counter swap into our Obstagoon. Obstagoon will be spamming out these Night Slashes, trying to do as much damage as possible, and maybe potentially hoping for a boost. We do live one return. It will do quite a bit of damage, but that is something that we are able to survive. Unfortunately, Night Slash does not KO here, and they should be able to reach another move. And there's a little bit of lag, which is really unfortunate. They are still able to reach it, but my plan here is I'm just going to shield this up and farm down, and that way we'll have some energy to throw at whatever's in back. We are able to farm down. The final Pokemon is Azumarill, and this is exactly why we have our Gunk Shot. We are going for the Gunk Shot. Gunk Shot able to land. They're able to farm down, but we are in a commanding position to close out this match. We can bring in Walrein, and honestly, Walrein does pretty decent in the Azu matchup, but our MVP for this particular match is definitely going to be the Defense Deoxys. They bring in the Shadow Abomasnow, we come back in with the Defense Deoxys. We are doing super effective with the counters, and these Psycho Boosts will be doing big damage as well. We should survive another Weather Ball, so I don't have to commit the shield, but once we get this low, it's definitely going to be worth it to fire off these Psycho Boosts to do this damage while I can and hopefully grab some shields. We're able to grab the first shield, which is very nice. Let's see if we can't get the second shield. They do decide to let it go. Pretty nice play as they're able to farm down with Azu, but from here, we're in a very comfortable position with Walrein. We're going to be able to get to the back-to-back Icicle Spears. First one will get the shield. Second one will put it into Powder Snow farm down range. So despite the fact that we are an Ice-Water type, honestly, the Walrein hangs with Azu pretty well, and even the Icicle Spears do a non-insignificant amount of damage. We're able to land it, we farm down, and that is a good game. Alright, hopping to the next match, leading Defense Deoxys into Skarmory. Very nice lead, I'm more than happy to stay in this. And we're just going to be going straight for the Thunderbolt, of course, as Thunderbolt will be doing big super effective damage if it decides to come through. The tricky thing about this matchup is if they are able to land the Brave Bird, things could get a little rough. This is enough for it. I call it, and we get hit with the Brave Bird. Very unfortunate. They bring in Sableye, and again, we have a very nice response for the Sableye switch in with Obstagoon. Obstagoon, up a shield especially, I can very safely shield a return if I want to. So honestly, I'm feeling like I'm in a pretty comfortable spot here. We are going to shield the return. We are going to overfarm a bit, and now we're going to be going for the Night Slash. Again, Night Slash will not KO, but will put it into farm down range, but they will be able to reach another return if they want to. I tried to commit to the farm down, not realizing they will be able to reach another return, so I definitely should have just thrown the Night Slash there. Pretty big misplay by me. Will they bring back in the Skarmory, or are we going to see the third? We see the third, and it's Scrafty. This is a little scary. I go for the Night Slash. We actually get a shield. They thought it was a cross chop. We're going to bring in Defense Deoxys. They bring in Skarmory, and now it's all up to Walrein. Walrein versus Skarmory. We are going to be spamming out these Icicle Spears, doing as much damage as we can. This is just a Sky Attack. I don't have to shield this. Just the Sky Attack, we can easily tank, and now we're going to go for a very aggressive farm down. Can we get there? Yes, we can! Walrein going absolute beast mode with those neutral Powder Snows, able to farm down, and now we're just going to start spamming out these Icicle Spears onto the Scrafty. We're able to land the second. Scrafty's almost at a quarter health. And from here, Defense Deoxys should be able to reach the Thunderbolt. They're just going to go straight Power Up Punch. But since we have an energy lead, we are going to be able to outpace. Thunderbolt will be more than enough to take out the Scrafty. And that is a good game. Hopping to the next match, leading Defense Deoxys into Sableye. Absolutely horrendous lead. We are going to instantly save switch into the Walrein. The Sableye not switching out for a while, and then they bring in their own Walrein, but they're running the Shadow. We are not baiting, going for the Earthquake, and we are able to force the shield. This is very tough. We have a pretty big energy lead, so that may give them incentive to bait. So I'm going to call it. Unfortunately, we do get hit with the Earthquake, but we're going to be able to get to a second Earthquake, and this will be doing a lot of damage or getting the second shield. It lands, gets them very low, and the threat of an Icicle Spear is enough to force them to have to burn some energy. So we are able to do a nice amount of damage and to force a shield. We are going to farm down with Defense Deoxys, and we're just going to take the Icicle Spear, as now I very much have to rely on Obstagoon to close out the match up a shield. They bring back in Sableye, we bring in Obstagoon, and they have Shadow Drapion in the back. So things are looking a little tough. Here's where having Cross Chop would be very, very nice, as I'm just forced to spam out these resisted Night Slashes. They do some damage, but unfortunately Cross Chop would be a lot better here. My thinking here is I just have to tank and hope they're baiting with Crunch, but they're actually running Aqua Tail, and suddenly there is a win con. They are running Aqua Tail Crunch. I'm going to tank both of these because it's highly unlikely that I'm going to get triple resisted Shadow Claw down. So I'm basically going to make them try and triple resisted Shadow Claw me down. We're able to land the first Night Slash. From here, if we can get the shield, we should be in a pretty decent spot. They're just going to go straight foul play because they can. They do reach the second charge there, which is a little unfortunate, but we should be able to outpace. We're farming, trying to get close to the back-to-back, which we are not quite there. Going for the Night Slash. Can we get there? Yes, we can. Obstagoon, thanks to the triple resist, able to get to that third Night Slash. We are taking them out and getting the win. Hopping at the next match, leading into the Defense Deoxys Mirror. Since I am double weak to counter in the back, this is definitely a matchup I do need to stay in with, and here I do definitely make a misplay. Since I'm running a 10 attack Defense Deoxys, which is the lowest possible, I'm going to be losing most every CMP tie in the mirror, so playing to CMP right there is definitely not an optimal play. So what I should do is what I do here, which is go for the extra counter. The opponent actually tries to catch, so that's very good that I overfarmed. We're able to hold on to our energy, and now we bring in Obstagoon onto the Galarian Stunfisk. Obstagoon going for the Night Slash, it lands, and we're able to get the boost. So now these counters are going to be doing even more damage. I am going to need to throw, or they will reach, unfortunately, a Rock Slide, so I am going to be going for that second Night Slash to guarantee the KO, and Obstagoon boosts again. Back Back in comes the Defense Deoxys to farm down. Defense Deoxys gets a little nervous about taking that boosted counter damage. They go for the Psycho Boost, and they're going to counter down just as we reach the Night Slash. We do have quite a bit of energy loaded on our Defense Deoxys, and I think they're just about in Psycho Boost range. So we go for the Psycho Boost, it KOs, and the final Pokemon is their own Walrein. The Walrein mirror can be a little tricky as it is very bait dependent. I am going to let the first one through, and unfortunately they land with the Earthquake. To catch back up, I'm going to go for the double resisted Icicle Spear bait, and we're able to get the shield. That's absolutely massive, and now we're going for the Earthquake, hoping for the no shield, but the opponent decides to double shield. That is a little rough, as from here they can probably successfully bait me. I am going to shield. They actually go for the nuke, so that works out pretty nicely for me, as I am going to be able to land the Earthquake. Earthquake will be getting them quite low, and I do have a Psycho Boost stored on the Defense Deoxys, so we're able to do a very nice combo play, taking out the last Pokemon, and able to get the win. Hopping to the next match, leading Defense Deoxys into another Defense Deoxys mirror. This time, let's try and play it a little bit better, so I'm not going to throw as soon as I get the Thunderbolt to try and go for the sneak. My opponent actually overfarms as well, so I am eventually going to be throwing that Thunderbolt. It is able to land, which is very nice, and now we're able to get the extra counter. That is absolutely huge. Getting ahead on energy in this mirror is very nice. Interestingly enough, they're running Rock Slide Psycho Boost instead of Thunderbolt. My Thunderbolts will do more damage, which is great, but unfortunately, Rock Slide is cheaper, so they'll get to more Rock Slides. I'm a little worried that they're going to be able to get to 3, so I actually decide to switch out into the Walrein, and we're met with Shadow Machamp. This is definitely unfortunate to see, but here's where Walrein on the save switch can be very, very nice. They're trying to farm down, they're not able to, and they're forced to throw a move. But I'm going to be able to force 2 shields here with the Icicle Spears. Again, Powder Snow Icicle Spear combo charges so incredibly quickly, and we're able to get both shields off the opponent. Now, I desperately need to get to a Psycho Boost on my Defense Deoxys. They go for the Cross Chop bait. I shield it up. Can we get there? Yes, we are able to get there. Psycho Boost will be taking them out. And now, hopefully, my Obstagoon should have a good matchup in back. They have Lickitung. Opponent sees the writing on the wall and concedes the match. Hopping to the next match, leading Defense Deoxys into Machamp. This is a very nice lead for us. This is absolutely where we want to see it. There's a ton of lag at the beginning of the match. The state of the game was definitely not great while I was recording these battles. We are going for the Thunderbolt. Thunderbolt lands, they bring in Galarian Stunfisk, and I bring in Obstagoon. Immediately, I'm thinking that this could be Machamp Double Steal with Bastiodon in the back. If so, probably the most important Pokemon on the team is going to be Defense Deoxys. It's a pretty big core breaker for the team, so if possible, switch advantage doesn't really matter to me. Defense Deoxys has good matchups throughout, so I'm actually okay with giving up switch here if they're able to reach the Rock Slide, which they do, so long as I can keep 2 shields for Defense Deoxys. So we're actually going to let the Obstagoon go down, we come back in with the Defense Deoxys, and in comes Machamp. I tank any one move, so I'm going to let that go. And they're actually running Power Up Punch. So that was a huge no shield for us. I'm going to overfarm quite a bit. They reach a move. A boosted Ice Punch would hurt, so I shield. But they're actually just going straight Power Up Punch in this match. I actually saw this a few times today. Machamp's going straight Power Up Punch in the Defense Deoxys matchup. A very, very interesting strategy. Here, this is tough. I'm going to shield up. Again, I get baited with a power-up punch. Very unfortunate, but we are going to be going for the Psycho Boost. Psycho Boost will be doing a solid chunk of damage. We get the shield. We're able to get to the second one, and this will be taking out the Machamp. And if it's Bastiodon in the back, we're going to need Walrein to put in work. Walrein able to snipe, and it's Bastiodon in the back. Here's where having Earthquake is very nice. We are going for the Earthquake, and this will be doing massive damage. Bastiodon will not be able to farm down. They're going to be forced to throw, or we reach a second Earthquake. Again, Powder Snow charges so quickly. They'll be able to take us out, but we've gotten the Bastiodon so low that Defense Deoxys is easily able to counter down, and despite going up against a Machamp Double Steal, we're able to get the job done. And hopping to the final match, and probably my favorite match with Walrein, as Walrein went absolutely off in this match, we are going to shield up the Hydro Cannon and go for the Psycho Boost. This should be forcing a shield, and then I'm going to bring in Walrein. In comes Walrein. we are able to generate energy so quickly, and we're going to throw just as they reach the Earthquake. I am going to commit the shield. It is the Earthquake, and this should be forcing that final shield, as people really like to shield their Shadow Swamperts. They do commit the shield. In comes Pelipper, but this is in no way a good matchup for Pelipper down on energy. They have to land a Hurricane to do any meaningful damage. We go for the move. We're able to get to a second Icicle Spear, and they are 2 off of the Hurricane. Are they going to be able to get there? They are not. Walrein able to take him out, and the final Pokemon is Skarmory. But Walrein is not done. We are at 2 more Icicle Spears, going to be able to inflict absolutely massive damage on this whole team. Walrein absolutely wrecking havoc against a Swampert Skarmory core. They're finally able to take out the Walrein, but at this point, we've taken both shields, and we've taken out 1 Pokemon and gotten 2 others to half health. So at this point, this game is over. We Psycho Boost, opponent comes back in with a Skarmory, and that's a good game. So all in all, I had an absolute blast running Community Day Walrein. This is definitely a Pokemon I would highly recommend investing in for the Great League. It feels incredibly powerful, and especially on the save switch, as I mentioned, if you're able to get that 2 Powder Snow lead, so if they're a little slow with switching, you have a 91% win rate versus all Great League Pokemon. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. If you're enjoying the content, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. And a special thank you, as always, to our members here on YouTube. The support you guys provide is absolutely incredible, and we have finally released merch. It is based off seeing the writing on the wall. We'll have a design on screen and a link to our merch store in the description. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, I've been HomeSliceHenry.